Hello, I'm Don Ward and this is a short introduction to Constructing Excellence, who we are and what we do. Please get in touch with us if you want to get involved in any way. We particularly welcome interest in corporate membership from firms who want to help change the industry. Our mission and simple vision statement are as shown here. Our name describes well what we stand for: excellence. Our core values are collaborative working and integration, and our strapline is better together, better at an industry level, better at a project level. Please see our annual report for further information. Our movement operates at a national, regional and local level within the UK, and increasingly international too. We have a network of 9 regional centres covering England, Wales and Northern Ireland. These are separate organisations which carry the brand with a mission to deliver into that region or nation, often working closely with the university. We also have over 30 local best practice clubs, each with their own independent volunteer committee, which reach out locally to SMEs by providing monthly breakfast or evening meetings, typically with a speaker on a Constructing Excellence theme and with the natural byproduct of networking. This slide shows the national membership as of October 2014. Our membership is pan-industry, open to any organisation committed to positive change, from contractors and consultants to manufacturers and suppliers on the supply side, to public and private clients on the demand side. Clients are at the heart of Constructing Excellence. Without them there is no industry, and client focus is a basic prerequisite of what we stand for. We work with a wide range of partners, from influencing policy with government departments to supporting other bodies who seek to promote best practice of one form or another. A basic test is that we don't do what other collective bodies can do better, and we walk the talk in terms of collaboration wherever possible. Our history dates back over 2 decades to the Latham and Egan reports, which remain key to our agenda. The London Olympics and the construction commitments that were produced to aid their successful delivery were an important milestone in the journey so far, and our own Never Waste a Good Crisis report in 2010 sought to help the industry prepare for the recession. Our success can also be tracked by a number of mega projects, from the high-profile problems of the 1990s, such as the Scottish Parliament, Millennium Dome, Wembley Stadium, although it's interesting to note that all 3 are now very successful buildings in use. To go from those to HS1 terminating at St Pancras, Heathrow Terminal 5 and the London 2012 Olympic Park during the noughties. For the future, the baton is already being picked up by Crossrail, Hinkley Point Nuclear New Build and HS2. Every year we collate and publish data on the performance of the industry. We have 15 years of this KPI data. This slide shows that the sector has come a long way in terms of safety performance in the last decade and a half. This improvement is impressive, although until we achieve 0 fatalities every year, we will still have a long way to go. We measure client satisfaction by asking clients to give marks out of 10 for the quality of product and service that they receive. A 20% improvement has been followed by a reduction, some evidence of impact of the recession, as many clients accepted tenders which were not capable of delivery on budget, on time, on quality. At the heart of our vision is the Government Industrial Sector Strategy Construction 2025. We fully support this and strive for the leading parts of our industry to achieve this level of performance sooner than 2025. In the recovery from recession, we see massive opportunity and a need to seize the day to achieve a performance breakthrough. This is the current set of theme groups at a national level. Our clients group and G4C also have work programmes involving separate theme groups. Again, please look at the website for further information. Our core value is collaborative working. These next 2 slides set out what we mean by this, and was something our champions put together nearly 15 years ago. For us, it starts with a common vision and leadership, particularly from the client. This is where we are going. and a set of cultures and behaviours and processes and tools need to be in equilibrium to ensure that the relationship is still commercial enough whilst being able to succeed on trust and integrity. More detail is in the leaflet on collaborative working principles, freely downloadable from our website. We identified 6 critical success factors. The most important of all is early involvement of the supply chain, including specialist contractors, key manufacturers and facilities managers in the design process to bring innovation, buildability and maintenance knowledge into design. Selection by value, not lowest price, is next, particularly not selection on some illusory lowest price which is only the product of a game to see who needs to provide the lowest figure to win the bid, not a price which can necessarily be delivered. Next is common processes and tools, particularly these days BIM as a key enabling tool. Measurement of performance and long-term relationships in the supply chain together enable continuous improvement. And finally, aligned commercial arrangements. If you want collaborative working, it's a good idea if the contract conditions, insurance arrangements, etc. are all aligned and incentivised to encourage win-win and risk sharing. Above all, clients want value, and we need to understand how they measure value, whether in money, carbon, resident satisfaction, or a whole basket of measures. Value is a measure of benefit over cost, and more for less is a perfectly normal and reasonable target to seek through continuous improvement, but it's crucial to think whole life. Here are just a few of the pressures that clients have to worry about, or if you like, some of the measures of value. It's inconceivable that a client would buy purely on lowest tender price without reference to any of these factors. What do you as a client need particularly to prioritise from your project? What can you as a supplier offer that no one else can in terms of expertise on one or two of these? Ultimately, the industry exists to deliver value. We need to understand that the value of outcomes for clients far outweighs the input costs of design and construction. People argue over the precise numbers. For example, in the late 1990s, it was suggested that if construction of a new office building in London cost £1 million, then operation, maintenance, replacement, churn of fit-out, etc. could cost £5 million over 20 years. And the staff and other business costs of the firm occupying the office over those 20 years could be 200 million, a ratio of 1 to 5 to 200. We add 2 extra numbers to this. The firm earns value of maybe 2,000 million as the outcome for them, and design costs are maybe only 10% of construction costs, or 0.1 million on this scale. And it is design where the value is created. That is integrated design, with many of the constructors on an FM team involved, for example. And it's design where the effort needs to go to make this as productive an office building as possible. So the potential ratio of outcome value to input design costs could be as high as 20,000 to 1, and yet someone will want to reduce the fees paid at that part of the process. Whatever the numbers, the outcomes will always be much higher than the inputs. They should always be articulated for every project at the outset, not least as part of the investment case. This has huge implications for construction, everything from its business models to key new roles in facilitating the flow of this value. Basically, we need to think completely differently about value. In practice, we see the performance breakthrough coming from the industry, its projects and its supply chains, following through a journey something like this, starting with respect for people, health, safety, welfare, diversity, which is a prerequisite for collaborative working, which needs to be enabled by BIM, which will set us up for applying lean techniques, ultimately allowing us to focus on delivering value for clients and end users. I hope you found this introduction useful. We believe that engagement with constructing excellence at whatever level gives better ideas and inspiration, better evidence and intelligence, better conversations and connections, and better influence and leadership. Please do get in touch to find out how you can benefit. Thank you.